years. So let's go up here and do it. I've already covered the canvas with a nice thin even coat of the liquid white. It's wet, slick, and ready to go. Then we'll start out with a little touch of the bright red. And let me say that again, little touch. It is very strong. Just tap a little bit into the 2-inch brush there, just a small amount. Okay, let's go right up here. And maybe we'll come, let's go right in here. Just put in a happy little glow. Don't want to set this on fire. All we want to do is create a little glow right across here. Be careful. Once again, this bright red can eat up your whole world in just a heartbeat. There. Now that's mixing with the liquid white, and you get a beautiful warm glow. And maybe we'll just put a little bit right down in here. What the heck? Anything we don't like, we just cover up. And if we like it, it's already there. And without cleaning the brush, same old dirty brush, I'm going to go right into the least little touch of Indian yellow. It's very transparent. And I'm allowing that red that was already in the brush to mix with the yellow. There we go. Okay, let's go back up here. Now right above the red, small amount of Indian yellow. And use little crisscross strokes, little X's. And just blend all that together. Just like so. Very soft and very quiet. And we can just take the clean off the brush down here. We don't care. Whatever. Okay. Now then, I have some midnight black going right here. I'll take a little black and a little bit of the phthalo blue. And we just mix it together right on the brush. Just tap it. I still have not cleaned the brush. I'm lazy. If I can keep from cleaning the brush, boy, I'm all for that. Let's go right up in here. Still using little crisscross strokes. And drop in a happy little sky. Just back and forth. Let it come right down into there. Like so. Get a little touch more of the color. Just black and blue. The black in there just to gray it a little bit. Right. Okay, let me clean the old brush now. As you know, that's my favorite part of painting, is cleaning this old brush. Shake off the excess. Just give it a nice little wrap there. Okay, now just a clean, dry brush, and be sure it's dry. Be sure it's dry. That may be one of the biggest single problem areas we hear people talk about, is that the brush is not dry and they watch their painting drip right off on the floor. I'm going to get upset with me. And I really want this to work for you. I should be happy. There we go. Okay. Very soft and gentle. Just so you can blend this to any degree of softness that you want. Just sort of look at it, make a decision, and go for it. This is your painting, your world, so you can create any kind of illusion that you want on this piece of canvas. Let's have some fun. Take the old round brush. I'm going to go into a little bit of the Van Dyke brown, the dark sienna. Just tap it. Very fine. And let's go right up here. Maybe right in here, way back in the distance, there's a few happy little trees. Just like so. This would have been a good scatter. Well, we might do it yet. We might put a happy little cloud in there. We'll go ahead and put these in. Just like so. There we go. These will be far, far away. Okay, tell you what, let's put a little cloud in there. Just want to show you how to do that. We'll use a fan brush today. Right into the titanium white, pull it through, load a lot of paint into the bristles. A lot of paint. Let's go up here. Maybe right in here lives a happy little cloud. I use just the corner of the brush. Turn it, wiggle it. Wiggle it. Now normally you should do this before you start putting your background trees in. I just changed my mind, decided I want to put a little cloud in here. But when you're doing this at home, I would really advise you do it before you put your background trees in. Save you a lot of trouble. There. Now then, let's take Nice, clean, dry brush. I'm using just the top corner of the 2-inch brush to blend the bottom of the clouds out, barely touching. Tiny little circles, tiniest little circles. See there? Now, lift it upward. This is a big circle. Big, grab it, lift it upward. You're still just barely touching the canvas. And then very lightly, blend the entire sky. See there? And out here you can drop in a happy little cloud. Clouds used to drive me crazy when I was a traditional painter. I'd work for days trying to put in a little cloud. Went back to my round brush, the dark sienna, the Van Dyke brown. So you just really tap it in there. Get tough with it. Tap hard. Okay, let's go back up here. I tell you, I'm having so much fun with these little trees. There's one. He lives right there. We don't want him to get lonely. Let's give him a friend. His friend lives there. Okay. And wherever we're going down here. We really don't have to worry about down here yet. A little bit later we'll begin to worry about such things. But right now, all we're doing is applying.
So stupid. It's making me cry. Oh god, finally. It's over. Oh, that guy. Oh, that guy made me cry.
Travel all over the country doing demonstrations for PBS stations and other fantastic groups all over the country. And it's unreal some of the fantastic new modern equipment they've come out with.
Oh my god.
Recently I was doing a demonstration in a small town, and there was probably about, 150, 200 people had showed up. And they gave me a fantastic new microphone, and it was wireless. I didn't have any wires or anything on it. I forgot it was on. So just before the show, I went to the bathroom. Needless to say, with a wireless mic, when I came back, everybody knew where I'd been. And even worse, what I'd been doing.
I'm gonna wet myself.
So, I need to be careful sometime. Alright, there we go. We got a basic tree line in here, if we want to call it that.
I'm crying.
All we're doing is just tapping. Now then, let's take
Please, just stop.
strip liner brush.
I'm crying.
I dip it in a small amount of paint thinner. And I want this paint to be just like water, a liquid. Turn that brush, it pulls it to a nice sharp
I've never
point.
heard someone do this before.
See how sharp it
I
is?
don't know why I
It has
find it so
long
funny.
bristles. Okay, let's go up here. Now, here and there, put in a happy little tree trunk. Just drop them in. Wherever you want.
Let's play Lucio as well. It's like the most chilled character.
Maybe there's one that lives right there. And let these old trunks just sort of wiggle and jiggle and carry on. We don't want them all to be future telephone poles. Keep them in there. If you have trouble making your paint stick, add a little more of the paint thinner. Maybe up in this old tree, there's a big one that lives there. Turn that brush as you're pulling this down. Turn it. Allow it to pick up all the color that's underneath. There we go.
Okay.
We're going to cover up most of that. We're not really looking for a lot of detail right here. Just some basic shapes. Let's go over in this one. I don't want him to be left out. Give him a little trunk. And maybe here's one sticking out through there. Like that. One right there. Maybe it goes right on off the canvas. We don't know where it goes. All right.
Oh my god. Oh my god,
Yeah,
that
then.
water.
I'm going to take another round brush, and I want to begin highlighting some of these things and really making them stand out. So, start off with a touch. This is titanium white, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the phthalo blue.
Oh, I'm gonna wee myself.
Maybe I should say that a little stronger. A little bit. Whew. It's like the red. It is very, very strong, very powerful. It'll eat up all the white in the world in just a matter of seconds. But see, tap that brush. You really want to get a lot of paint in there. a lot of paint. Okay, let's go to the canvas.
Okay, so let's just
Now,
stop.
I want this painting to have both some cool colors in it and some nice warm colors. So let's go right up here, and I'm just going to use the top corner of the brush. Begin tapping on all kinds of little things like that. Maybe I'll add a little more white to the color so you can see it a little better. There you go. There. See, just all kinds of little frosty things. Now, if you have trouble making your paint stick, add a small amount of the liquid white. So you just sort of dip it right up in a little liquid white, and then go back through it.
Oh
And because
no.
this is a little thinner, then it will stick very easily.
I can't.
Takes very little pressure on the brush.
Like watch Ross like once.
There we go. Now then.
Just wasn't expecting
Right
this.
here, maybe lives a happy little fish. See? See? There he is. This keeps a little rabbit warm in the winter. He's got to have a place to cuddle up and be cozy. Don't leave him out here in this cold. We're going to have snow down here. Now then, I'm going back to my other round brush. And with it, I'm going to a little bit of yellow to the bright red. Yellow ochre, cad yellow, and then to the red. Okay, let's go back up here. Now right here, where this nice glow is, I want to use some nice warm colors. Just let them sort of bounce through.
This makes me
Just let
happy.
them bounce through. Add a little more. Look at there.
Alright.
So let all those little things happen. And work in layers. Maybe on this tree here. See the lights playing through there? Look at there. All those little colors. Beautiful little things happen. This is all the yellows with a little bright reds. Now, since our light's coming through there over here too, we'll sparkle these up with a little color. Still working in layers. Indian yellow, a little bit of the red. Let's go right up here. A little bit out here. A round brush makes some fantastic little leaf effects for distant trees. I really like it for distant trees. A little bit too much. Don't like it. Now we're going back to my round brush that has the blue and the white on it. And let's begin playing some of those colors right into it.
This
It
is
just looks like a light striking over there on the side. Every once in a while I'm going to add a little bit more of the liquid white so it sticks. Easy. We're just sort of things come together. All the little warm colors and the cool colors are all playing together there. Okay, let's go back over here. Maybe there's a happy little tree. And we can just quickly drop on a few little things here and there. Think about some basic patterns. Just don't throw things on at random. There's one right there.
oh my god.
Wherever you want them. And you can...
Yes, he's not
Now,
he's not here.
use more of the brush and just tap
Oh
down.
no, he's here.
It's also a super way if you're painting weeping willows.
God's sake.
They're beautiful trees. And they're probably one of the easiest trees are to paint.
I've only won 3 out of 3 games with Bob Ross. You've got to be joking. This is like the first time he's
All
faced.
kinds of little hangy downs.
Where is he?
Okay. Now, while I got this old dirty brush going here, I'm just going to pull a little bit of this color,
It's without video. It's just
like so. I began thinking about the lay of the land out here. And all we're doing here is just putting in some base color. We're not really concerned
crying.
about what it is at this point. There. Just some happy little things.
yeah.
And that's picking up some of those browns and all the colors that we have in the trees and pulling all that out too. But it gives you a feeling of the lay of the land, and it gives you a starting
It's
point.
too much for my heart, man.
Something to work with.
I don't know why I'm still with this guy in the
Fan-
same team,
a fan brush here.
but
We'll get
it's
him,
too much for my heart.
and let's begin
Oh no, I'm
playing
playing
some
plants.
details.
Crap.
Go right into titanium white. That touch, just a touch of the bright red. Okay? Now then, you have to make some big decisions. Where's the snow? Let it begin playing, pulling it across. See, use very little pressure, and that color that's underneath shows through, and it automatically will make beautiful shadows for you. There's always little bumps and stuff. Just create all kinds of happy little things. There comes one. I see one right there. See, blend it out a little.
I see one
Just
what?
like so.
I don't get it.
Come right on across.
The
You just keep
noises.
going with them. However many you want.
However many you want.
There's another one. Just layer after layer after layer. Okay. Now then, let's have some fun and make some big decisions. What else do we want in here?
Trust the sound guy to let him
maybe
put this in his mic.
we will have a happy little cabin. You and me, I'm crazy about little cabins.
Honestly, I
So
aim
let's
for
try
design.
that. I'll tell you what. We'll paint the cabin. Let's use a little big brush today. We'll take the 2-inch brush, pull it through the paint. And I'm using the dark sienna and the Van Dyke brown, and just mix them on the brush. See, when you pull it, wiggle it, both sides, and then sharpen it, just like you would a knife. Just pull it right through there. And look at the sharp edge. Look at that. It comes to a very sharp chisel edge. Just go right up here. Now you got to make a big decision. Where's your little cabin live? Or maybe today we'll have a big old cabin. I'm going to do the back eave first. So we just paint it on. Like so. Load a little more paint. And then we pull it straight down. All we're doing here is applying a base color.
A base color.
Okay? We need other side of the house. See there? Just pull it down. And a lot of paint on that. I want that to be very strong. Then another side, right here, straight down. Like that. Now since our light source is coming from here, we want this side of the cabin to be lighter than over here. So over here, be sure this side is good and dark, real dark, so it stands out nice. Okay, now same old dirty brush. I'm gonna go right into a little bit of the white, a little blue, and just tap a little bit on the brush. So just a little on the brush here. Both sides, you can see it a little better maybe. Okay, let's go back up here. Now then, I want this to look like old weathered wood. So all I'm going to do is just start touching and letting it bounce and come right down. See that? Looks like it's old. Looks like my house. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make it darker.
Looks like
Once again,
gold.
add a little black to it. Once again, we want the side over here
Oh
to be
no.
darker. So load a lot of paint. Let's go back up here.
Good dragon, don't think that.
Over here, we want the same basic thing.
I'm ready to initiate self-destruct.
Barely touching and let it work down so it looks old. You're sort of touching and pushing at the same time. A little bit on this side. The house is about to fall over. Now then, we can take the knife and work on our perspective here a little bit. See, you can just cut it off wherever you want it. Just like so.
Hit the wall.
And we need a roof on that cabin. So we'll take some of the titanium white. We'll use a knife.
Can't
Let's
even
go
use
right
this
up
Sonic
here.
arrow properly.
A little snow covered. That's it. Let it work right down. Clean this edge up, make it nice and smooth. Let it overhang a little bit. Grab it. Pull. There you go. See how easy it is to make a happy little cabin?
Happy little cabin. No, mate.
Put a little
I'm done.
snow on this side.
It's
Like
making me
that.
cry.
Now the least little touch of the fade blue. I want to make it look like there's an edge on here. Little blue over here. Stay little blue with white. Tiniest little amount. Alrighty, I'll tell you what let's do. Take the Van Dyke brown, pull it out very flat, cut across and get just the smallest little roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. Now then, right along here. We'll just touch and make the indication of all kinds of little boards. Whole weathered boards. There we go. And you can put as many boards in your cabin as you want. Some take a liner brush. Well, just a little.
Please. This needs to stop, man.
Happy little icicles hanging off here. If you over on this side.
The time I won't get this guy on my team is the time I lose.
That gives us a little icicle. This old guy, he's probably like me. Ran out of storage space.
Storage space.
So maybe he had to build him a little
What is this?
shed.
What is
Lives
this?
right
Man?
there. Here's the side. Like so. Got to put a roof on his shed.
Ah, stupid Bob
On
Ross.
his shed to get full of snow.
Why don't you get play the game?
There.
How did you do
Little
anything
roof.
that time?
Little touch of some highlight out here. Barely touch it. We need some boards on that too. Okay, then we once again can cut it off.
It's enough, Bob Ross.
Look at that. Tell you what, let's do. Let's just
Oh my god.
put in a window right here. There's one. And there's one. It's like two big eyes.
It's
Take a
no
little bit of
video.
yellow. Now we'll just make the indication that maybe somebody's home and the lights are on. There. That easy. We take a little touch of the liquid black.
And what? Take a touch of it and what? Oh wait, no. Because he's on the hopefully he's on the other team. Oh no, he's still here!
Okay. Let's go back to our fan brush.
God's sake.
We can begin. Coming right in here.
Come right.
And bringing all this together. If you pick up a little bit of that brownish color, don't worry about it. Don't worry
What
about
is
it.
this?
It makes beautiful shadows. Beautiful
Oh my
little
God.
shadows. Comes something right along here. Just like so. All these happy little shadows. Just drop them in.
It's the
See? Just
It's
sort
the
of work back and
brushstroke
forth
noise.
between the warm and the cool colors.
it's just what's killing me, man.
Just make all kinds of beautiful little things happen here.
God.
You can pick up a little bit of the brown and maybe here and there.
He's still
There
here.
lives a happy little weed here and there. There he is. Just drop him in. Lift up a little bit. And you can take a little of the snow color. Just reach under there. Clean up his foot. Bring him all together.
Clean up his foot. What are you drawing? I've had happy little
Okay.
cloud and
Let's
eyes.
get crazy. Why not?
Get crazy.
Why not? I'm going to take some brown and some black. We'll throw in some crimson. Shoot him a little bit of phthalo blue. We don't care. As long as it's good and dark. I'm clean the knife. And we'll take a 2-inch brush and I'm going to go right into all that dark color. Just look at there. Pull it, wiggle it. Bring it back to a nice sharp chisel edge. Made that good chisel edge.
Attack commences in
There it is.
30 seconds.
Very sharp. Let's go back up here. Tell you what, let's do. Maybe there lives right there. Whew.
He put boss wrong
He
by
just goes right off
accident.
the top of the canvas. Just use just the corner of the brush and tap as you work down the tree.
Stop.
Add more pressure. Tap harder and harder. Make those bristles bend down. Make them just bend.
God damn it. I didn't mean to put boss wrong, but just ah.
Easy. Got a happy little tree or a happy big tree. This is a big tree. It comes right on down like that. And we can take another brush and put some white on it. white, and a little touch of blue. Let's go back. Let's just put the indications. A little snow hanging here.
You need to reload.
Don't kill all the dark. The dark is what makes us stand out. Just here and there.
Yeah, is this guy okay? Can you not? Oh, he can't track me. That's why.
We can just begin playing with some of the nice things around here. I'm going to just take a little blue and white, lift up a little bit. Again, just bring all this together. So, create another plane that easy. Just like so. Sort of work it back and forth. Maybe,
Oh, that was my fault.
maybe take the line
Wasted
brush.
my reflect. You could have won against Basra. No, I didn't mean to write that.
Sticking up out of the snow.
God damn it! It's gonna be his new freaking name.
Maybe over here. Maybe there's a couple over in here too.
Boss Rob.
Like so. I think that makes a pretty nice little painting. I think we'll call that one finished, in fact. So from all of us here, I'd like to wish you a happy painting. God bless. See you next time.
Oh my god, he's over! Yes, go Roadhog. Yes, he's getting better. This is stupid music. It's so chill. Damn it. At least it's over now. Unless he puts another one on. He won't do it. I don't think he would anyway.
I get dressed in the morning.
What the hell? What is this?
Hi, I'm glad you could join me today. Can we do a fantastic little painting?
Look up, look
Let's
up,
start
look up,
out
look up
and have
there.
it graphically run all the colors across the
No, you-
screen. You need to do
I'm
this
wrong
painting.
video.
They'll come across in the same order that I have on the palette, starting with the titanium white and working along. I thought today we'd do a beautiful little winter scene. Partial to winter scene since I'm already in
No, mate, I can't.
Let's go ahead and
This
do
is
it.
too good.
I've already covered the canvas with a nice thin even white. It's wet, slick, and ready to go. Then we'll start out a little touch of bright red. And let me say that again.
Little touch,
Touch
bright red.
is very strong. Just tap a little bit into the 2-inch brush there, just a small amount. Just a little bit. And maybe we'll come. That's so bright.
What the
Just
fuck?
put in a happy little glow.
What killed me?
Don't want to set this on fire. All we want to do is create a little glow right across here.
Oh, lucky.
Careful.
Lucky
Once
shuriken.
again, this bright
Nice,
red can
nice,
eat
nice,
up your
nice.
whole world. Just a heartbeat. That's mixing with a liquid white. Beautiful, warm glow. Maybe we'll just put a little bit right down in here. What the heck? Anything we don't like, we just cover up. Like it, it's already there. And without cleaning the brush. Same old dirty brush. I'm going to go right into the least little touch of the beauty. It's very transparent. Allowing that red that was already in the brush to mix with the yellow. Just gonna right above.
Oh, beautiful.
All amount.
It's extra swing.
Use little crisscross strokes with the X's.
Die,
Just
die,
blend
no.
all of them together. Just like so. Very subtle.
How'd I not kill her?
We can just take the clean off the brush down here. We don't care.
Oh my god, I'm like
Whatever.
just listening to Bob Ross.
Okay.
I'm
Now
gonna
then,
be a meanie.
I have some midnight black going right here. I'm gonna take a little black and a little bit of the phthalo blue. And we just mix it together right on the brush. Just tap it. I still have not cleaned the brush. I'm lazy. If I can keep cleaning the brush, I'm all for that. Just go right up into it. So you can work with the cross strokes. You drop it in.
Oh, he didn't fire strike me.
Just back and forth.
Honestly, just waiting for the fire strike.
A little touch
Ah, I missed it.
The black and they're just
Oh, why
a
did you
gray
push
a little
the
bit.
shield down?
Okay, we clean the old brush now. As you know, that's my favorite part of painting is cleaning this old brush. Shake off the excess. Just give it a nice little wrap there. Okay, now just a clean, dry brush, and be sure it's dry. Be sure it's dry. That may be one of the biggest single problem areas we hear people talk about is that the brush is not dry. They watch their painting drip right off on the floor. I'm gonna get upset with me, and I really want this to work for you. I want you to be happy with it.
Cutie.
There we go.
Bob Ross, man. I really want this to work for me.
Okay. Very soft and gentle. Just so you can blend this to any degree of softness that you want. Just sort of look at it, make a decision, and go for it. This is your painting, not your world, so you can create any kind of illusion that you want in this piece of canvas. Let's have some fun. Take the old round brush. Here we go. Do a little bit of bend back round. Some there. Just tap it. Tap it very firm. And let's go right up here. Maybe right in here. Way back in the distance. There's a few happy.
The hell happened to that? Mine.
Just like so.
Nearly right.
This would have been a good scatter. Well, we might do it yet. We might put a happy little cloud in there. We'll go ahead and put these in.
What did I get an achievement for? I didn't do anything.
Just like so.
I got a sword! I missed the Lucy. Oh,
Stupid
that's
little cloud.
embarrassing.
Just want to show you how to do that.
Now again, he
We'll
basically
use
just
the
killed
fan
himself.
brush today.
That's sad.
Right into the titanium white. Pull it through. Load a lot of paint into the bristles.
So he's sort of
Lot of
stuff
paint.
and he's here, Bob
Let's
Ross.
look here. Maybe right
I'm
in
gonna
here
have to
there's a
embrace
happy
it.
little cloud. I use just the corner of the brush. Turn it, wiggle it.
Turn it, wiggle
You should do this before you start putting the background trees in. I just changed my mind, decided I want to put a little cloud in here. When you're doing this at home, I would really advise you do it before you put your background trees in. Save you a lot of trouble. There. Now then, let's take
Burnt
a
trees.
nice clean dry brush.
Bob
I'm
Ross.
using just the top corner of the 2-inch brush to blend the bottom of the
nobody wants
clouds
to
out,
vote for you.
barely touching. Tiny little circles.
I
Tiny little
can't
circles.
take this, man. This is killing me
See there?
inside.
Now, lift it upward.
Oh,
This
I'm
is a
crying.
big circle. Big. Grab it, lift
Big
it upward.
circle.
But you're still just...
Oh, I just lost the game where he's in now. Oh my god, that was too good. Oh, I'm crying inside. You know what? I think I just want more.
Now entering the temple of Anubis. Prepare to attack.
Is he on the other team?
Select your
He's on the other team! God damn it. Oh shit.
pinkish glow. Really shining through the trees. Look at that. Maybe there's a nice tree that lives there. Think about the shape of a tree. Just think about it. Make up little stories about trees.
Oh, I can't.
There's one that's a bit taller.
I need to go. I need to do something.
Mm.
It's the noise, and he's like,
You can get carried away with these. I like to do trees. You know, we travel all over the
Sounds
country
so
doing
sexual.
demonstrations for PBS stations and other fantastic groups all over the country.
oh my god.
And it's unreal some of the fantastic new modern equipment they've come out with. Recently I was doing a demonstration in a small town.
What's so different between the
And there was
dragon
probably
one?
about
Oh
I
my
don't know,
god.
150, 200 people had showed up. And they They gave me a fantastic new microphone, and it was wireless. I didn't have any wires or anything on it, and I forgot it was on. So just before the show, I went to the bathroom. Needless to say, with a wireless mic, when I came back, everybody knew where I'd been. And even worse, what I'd been doing. So, I need to be careful sometimes.
I need to Google it or something, man.
All right, there we go. We got a basic tree line in here, if we want to call it that.
I put Boss Rob. Are you serious? Oh my God, Boss Rob!
The old script liner brush.
Boss Rob came up as Bob Ross.
Small amount of paint thinner.
God damn it!
And I want this paint to be just like water.
I didn't even.
A liquid. Turn that brush. It pulls it
wait,
to
there's a
nice
twitch.
Sharp point.
Oh no, yeah, I
See how
understand.
sharp
There's
it is?
Twitch version.
It has long bristles on it.
It's not like it's playing now.
Now, here and there, put in a happy little tree trunk.
Oh my God, he looks so
Just drop them in
hippie.
wherever you want them.
What is this?
Maybe there's one that
I
lives.
can't believe Boss Rob
right
came
there.
up as Bob Ross. I can't even.
And let these old
get
trunks
Bob
just sort
Ross.
of wiggle and jiggle and carry on.
Wiggle and jiggle.
We don't want them all to be future telephone
Oh my
poles.
God, he looks so photogenic. I only ever join this voice. I can't live without this at the moment. This is like my new happy thing.
That brush as you're pulling this down. Turn it. Allow it to pick
What
up
is
all the
this,
color that's
man?
underneath. There we go. And we're going to cover up most of that. We're not really looking for a lot of detail right here. Just some basic shapes. Let's go over in this one. Don't want him to be left out. Give him a little
Happy
trunk.
little accidents.
And
What
maybe
kind
here's
of- is
one
that name of
sticking
the
out
show?
through there. Like that. One right there. Maybe it goes right on off the canvas. We don't know where it goes.
Oh my God.
All right.
Did
Now then. I'm going to take another round brush.
you-
And I want
What?
to begin highlighting some of
What-
these
what?
things and really making them stand out.
The Bob Ross guide
So,
into the magical
start off
world
with
of
a
fantasy
touch.
discovery. Oh God.
This is titanium
Get
white,
this off
and
my
then I'm going to
page.
pick up a little bit of the phthalo blue. And maybe I should say that a little stronger. A little bit. Whew.
Oh, get off! I
It's
didn't even
like
mean
the
to
red.
do that.
It is very, very strong, very powerful.
Oh.
It'll eat up all the white in the world in just a matter of a second. Let's see, tap that brush. You really want to get a lot of paint in there.
Wait, what are these
Lot of
teams?
paint. Let's
These
go
are
to the
diamonds.
canvas.
Oh crap! I'm getting
Yeah.
worse.
I want this painting to have both some cool colors in it and some nice warm colors. So let's go right up here, and I'm just going to use the top corner of the brush. Begin tapping
Oh, this
all
is
kinds of little
hurting me.
things like that.
It's hurting my stomach.
Maybe I'll add a little more white to my color so you can see it a little better. There you go.
Yeah, a little better.
See, just all kinds of little frosty things. And if you have trouble making your paint stick, add a small amount of the liquid white. So you just sort of dip it right down to a little liquid white and then go back through it. And because this is a little thinner, then it will stick very easily.
There's no Bob Ross.
Makes very little pressure on the brush.
Is it? I can't be Bob Ross.
There we go. Now then. Right here, maybe, lives a happy little bush. See?
There lives a happy little brush.
This one keeps a little rabbit warm in the winter. He's got to have a place to cuddle up and be cozy. Don't want him out here in this cold. We're going to have snow down here. Now then, I'm going back to my other round brush. And with it, I'm going to a little bit of yellow to the bright red. Yellow ochre. Cad yellow. And into the red. Okay, let's go back up here.
I could just
Now
take
right
this off
here,
my
with
screen,
this
man.
nice
It's
glow
killing
is-
me inside.
I want to use some nice
There you go.
warm colors. Just let them sort of bounce through. Just let them bounce through. Add a little more. Look at there. Look at that. See them? Just let all those little things happen and work in the layers. Maybe on this tree here. See the lights playing through there. Look at there. All those little colors. Beautiful little things happen. This is all the yellows with a little bright red. Now, since our light's coming through there over here too, we'll sparkle these up with a little color. Still working in layers. burnt in yellow, a little bit of the red. Let's go right up here. Put a little bit out there. So round brush makes some fantastic little leaf effects for distant trees. I really like it for distant trees.
How did I miss the freaking flashbang?
I don't want to get too much. I don't like it. Now I'm going back to my round brush that has the blue and the white on it. And let's begin flooding some of those colors right into it. So it just looks like a light striking over there on the side. Every once in a while I'm going to add a little bit more of the liquid white so it sticks. Easy.
Easy.
Just sort of let these come together. All the little warm colors and cool colors are all playing together there. Okay, let's go back over here.
Baited.
Tree. Just quickly drop in little things here and there. Think about some basic patterns. Just don't throw things on at random.
This is beautiful to watch.
Excuse me for dropping in.
There's one right there. Wherever you want. And you can put as many or as few in your world as you want. If you want to look like they're hanging down, use more of the brush and just tap down. It's also a super way if you're painting weeping willows. They're beautiful trees.
Now when I'm crying inside.
Probably one of the easiest trees are to paint.
The win rate. The Bob Ross win rate.
All kinds of little hangy downs. Okay. Now while I got this old dirty brush going here, I'm just going to pull a little bit of this color.
I put boss rub again.
So I began thinking about the lay of the land out here. And all we're doing here is just putting in some base color. We're not really concerned about what it is at this point. There. Just some happy little things.
Oh my god.
And that's picking up some of those browns and all the colors that we have in the trees and pulling all that out too.
Oh, this is good. I like this.
But it gives you a feeling of the lay of the land. It gives you a starting point. Get him, and let's begin putting in some details. We'll go right into titanium white.
Ooh.
A touch, just a touch of
Just
the
a
bright
touch.
red.
Right.
Okay. Now then, you have to make some big decisions. Where's the snow? Let it begin playing, pulling it across. See, use very little pressure, and that color that's underneath shows through, and it automatically will make beautiful shadows for you.
Select your hero.
There's always little bumps and there comes one. Right there. See, then blend it out a little.
I just
Just like so.
I find so much joy in listening
Come
to
right on
this.
across.
I don't know why.
And
Happy
you just
little
keep going,
trees.
honey. However many you want. There's another one. Just layer after layer after layer. Okay.
I need
Now
to
then, let's have some fun and make some big decisions.
got a bit of time.
What else do we want in here? Maybe
But at what cost?
we will have a happy little cabin. You know me, I'm crazy about little cabins. So let's try that.
Freaking
I'll tell you
shirt,
what.
the jersey you can buy.
We'll paint the cabin. Let's use a old big brush
Oh
today.
my god, that's so
We'll take the
cute.
2-inch brush, pull it through the paint.
Aw.
Now I'm using the dark sienna and the Van Dyke
my
brown,
God,
and just mix
Bob
them on the
Ross is
brush.
like-
See, when you pull it, wiggle it,
Clouds are free.
Wiggle it.
They just float around the
Both
sky and
sides.
have fun all
and
day.
sharpen it.
Just go
Just
out and
like
talk to a
a
tree.
knife.
Make
Just
friends
pull it
with
right
it.
through there. And look at the sharp edge. Look at that. Comes to a very sharp chisel edge.
It's not Bob Ross. It's
Let's
a
go
Bob
right
Ross
here.
wig.
Now you got to make a big decision. Where's your little cabin live? Or maybe today we'll have a big old cabin.
Oh my god, I
I'm
love
going to do
it.
the back
Just
end
slap the
first.
brush already. Jeep the
just
devil
paint it
out
off.
of it. Brush slaps
Like
will be
so.
coming.
Load a little more paint. And then we pull it straight down. All we're doing here is applying a base color. Okay.
That was it.
Other side of the house.
That was very close to my. How have I not been hitting any of the shots as well?
And
Man, I'm not hitting anything.
a lot of paint on that. I want that to be very strong. And another side, right here, straight down. Like that. Now, since our light source is coming from here, we want this side of the cabinet to be lighter than over here. So we'll be sure this side is good and dark, real dark, so it stands out nice. Okay, now same old dirty brush.
Anything.
I'm gonna go right into a little bit of the white, a little blue, and just tap a little bit on the brush. See, just a little on the brush here.
There you go. I hit one thing.
Do both sides so you see
Nice
a little
pink.
better, maybe. See there. Let's go back up here. Now then, I want this to look like old weathered wood. So all I'm gonna do is just start touching and letting it bounce and come
Did
right
you watch
down.
me? Oh, we saw me.
See that? Looks like it's old. Looks like my house.
I'll just go get
I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to make it darker. Once again, add a little black to it. Once again, we want the side over here to be darker. So, load a lot of paint. Let's go back up here. Now then, over here, we want the same basic thing. Just barely touching and let it work down so it looks old. You're sort of touching and pushing at the same time. A little bit on this side. Like that. Come right on down. Well, that old house is about to fall over. Now then, we can take the knife and work on our perspective here a little bit. See here? You can just cut it off wherever you want it. Just like so. And we need a roof on that cabin. So we'll take some of the titanium white. We'll use a knife. Let's go right up here.
Why? Why would you all on my back?
And snow-covered roof. That's simple. Work right down. Clean this edge up, make it nice and smooth. Let it overhang a little bit. And grab it. Pull.
Oh, baby, a triple.
There you go. See how easy it is to make a happy little cabin?
Can't hit anything. I don't know what's wrong.
Put a little snow on this side. Like that. Now the least little touch of the phthalo blue. I want to make it look like there's an edge on there. A little blue over here. Phthalo blue with white. Tiniest little amount. Alrighty. Tell you what, let's do. Take Van Dyke brown. Hold it very flat. Cut across and get just the smallest little roll of paint right on the edge of the knife. Now then,
Ninja.
right along here. Just touch
Ninja.
and make the indication.
I'm a ninja. Oh, I'm just.
Full weathered boards.
Oh, one slice.
And you can put as many boards in your cabin as you want.
Is it good?
And we could take our liner brush with just a little liquid white on it. We'll put the indication of some happy little icicles hanging off here.
Oh, happy little icicles, man.
There we go. A few over on this side. Whatever. That gives us a little icicle. This old guy, he's probably not a good. Ran out of storage space. I'm a junk saver. So maybe he had to build him a little shed.
Mess up on my part.
It lives right there.
You know, I don't even care.
So,
Been having the time of my life here.
just put a roof on his
Listening
shed.
to Bob Ross.
On his shed to get full of snow. Just a happy little roof.
I getting placed about.
Touching some highlight out here.
No, I messed up, man. Getting placed around golds.
We need some boards on that too. Okay, then we once again can cut it off. Look at that. Tell you what, let's put in a window right here. There's one, and there's one.
Where the hell am I?
It's like
Okay,
two
let's
big
go.
eyes. We'll take a little bit of
Where
candy
this
yellow.
hangs over.
We'll just make the indication that maybe somebody's home and the lights are on. That easy.
Come on.
You take a little touch of liquid
You
black.
used to like
Just
baited
go
it out,
right
or
around
if
these.
that's even.
That easy, make them stand out. There we go. Now we know somebody's home. Okay,
Where the hell's that Hamza?
let's go back to our fan brush. We can begin around in here, bringing all this together. If you pick up a little bit of that brownish color,
I jumped
don't
on his
worry
head.
about it. Don't worry about it. It makes beautiful shadows.
Oh,
Beautiful little shadows. Something right over here. Just like so. All these happy little shadows. Just drop them in. I sort of work back and forth.
Oh,
between
don't
the warm and the
pocket
cool
him now.
colors. Just make all kinds of
I'm
beautiful
stuck. I'm stuck.
colors.
For God's sake.
You can pick up a little bit of the brown, maybe here and there.
Idiot.
There lives a happy little weed here and there. There he is.
Try to kill me
Drop
while
him
I'm stuck is very
Up a
mean.
little bit. You can take a little.
Wow.
snow color.
Couldn't,
Just
that's so
reach over there.
embarrassing.
Bring up his foot, so bring them all together. Okay, let's get crazy.
What? But I have my
Well,
deflecty up.
I'm gonna take some
Let's see
brown
this
and
thingy
some
my bob.
black. We'll throw in some crimson.
Interesting.
Shooting a little bit
So
of-
he threw the
little
flashbang
thing
to
of
the
blue.
left
As long
of
as
me,
it's good
the
enough
right
for
of me
clean
to the
black.
left of him. And it hit me, which is
And
annoying.
we'll take a 2-inch brush, and I'm gonna go right into all that dark color. Just look at there.
Oh, just look at that.
Pull it, wiggle it. Bring
Wiggle
it
it.
back to a nice sharp chiseled edge. And that good chisel edge. There it is. Very sharp. Let's go back up here.
I did
Tell
not
you what,
land
let's do-
anything there.
There lives right there. Phew,
It's because
the great big evergreen tree.
hey mate,
He just goes right off the top of the
you should be able
canvas.
to kill it though, but if you
Just
just
use
jumping
just the
around
corner of the brush and tap.
and
As you work down the tree, add more pressure. Tap harder and harder. Make those bristles bend downward. Make them just bend. Look at that. Isn't that easy? You got a happy little tree, or a happy big tree. This is a big tree. It comes right in down like that.
come on, man.
And we can take another brush and put some white on it. White and a little touch of the blue. There. There. Okay, let's go back in there. Let's just put the indication of some bit of snow hanging here and there. Don't kill all the dark. The dark is what makes it stand out. There we go. Just here and there. Yeah, then we can just begin playing with some of the nice
He's just solo
Just
ulted
take
the diva. Mech.
Begin just bringing all this together.
Put all this together.
See, create another plane that easy. Let that work right up in there. Just like so. Sort of work it back and forth. Right. Maybe. Take the liner brush. Touch of the liquid black on it. Put an old stick or twig here and there. They're always sticking up out of the snow.
Surprise, you're a
Wherever you want.
retard.
Take maybe over here. Maybe there's a couple over in here too.
That just looks
so.
like Dingy. No, it looks like, yeah, the
Drop
guy
a few
from
there.
Epic Reptiles of History.
I think that makes a pretty nice little painting. I think we'll call that one finished, in fact. So from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. God bless. We'll see you.
God bless. See you next time. What is this? A white man's afro, soothing pillow talk voice, loved by squirrels. And then this guy
Fantastic little
knows.
painting. Well, come on, let's do it. Let's start out and have them graphically run all the colors across the screen that you need to do this painting with me. And they'll come
my God.
across in the same order that I have them on the
Too
palette,
much, too
starting with the
much.
titanium white and working around. I thought today we'd do a beautiful little winter scene. I'm, partial to winter scenes since I lived in Alaska for so many years. So let's go up here and do it.
Boss Rob.
I've already covered the canvas with a nice
Still
thin,
the
even
same
coat of the
freaking
liquid
guy.
white.
Okay,
It's
no,
wet,
different people
slick,
come up.
ready
Oh my
to go.
god!
Then we'll start out
With every day.
with a little touch of the bright red. And let me say that again. Little
funny.
touch. It is very strong. Just tap a little bit into the 2-inch brush there. Just a small amount. Okay, let's go right up here. And maybe we'll
If
come.
only that was
Let's go
close.
right in here.
Oh no,
Just
that's
put in a
shooting.
happy
That's
little
not-
glow.
Look at that. Made art, not
Don't
war.
want to set this on fire. All we want to do is create a little glow right across here.
Set it on fire.
Be careful. Once again, this bright red can eat up your whole world
Oh
in
my
just a
god.
heartbeat. There. Now that's mixing with the liquid white. and
That's
you
so
get a
trippy.
beautiful, warm glow. And maybe we'll just put a little bit right down in here. What the heck? Anything we don't like, we just cover up. And if we like it, it's already there. Okay, without cleaning the brush. Same old dirty brush. I'm going to go right into the least little touch of Indian yellow. It's very
Getting yellow,
transparent.
man.
And I'm allowing that red that was already in the brush
Crap.
to mix with the yellow.
Getting placed with diamonds.
Let's go back up here. Now right above the red, small amount of Indian yellow. Use little crisscross strokes, little X's. And just blend all that together. Just like so. Very soft, very quiet. And we can just take the clean off the brush down here. We don't
Using
care.
some frames.
Whatever.
Bob Ross's voice will make it better though.
Okay.
So good.
Now then, I have some midnight black going right here. We'll take a little black
And that
and a little bit of the phthalo blue. And we just mix it together right in the brush. Just tap it. I still have not cleaned the brush. I'm lazy. If I can keep cleaning the brush, boy, I'm all for that. And just go right up in here. Still using little crisscross strokes. And drop in a happy little sky.
oh.
Just back and forth.
I am restored.
Way down into there. So. Get a little touch more of the color. It's just black and blue. The black in there just to gray it a little bit. Right. Okay, let me clean the old brush now. As you know, that's my favorite part of painting is cleaning this old brush.
What the hell?
Take off the excess.
He's cleaning the brush.
give it a nice
Are
little
you
dab.
serious? Did he actually say that?
Okay, now just a clean, dry brush, and be sure it's dry. Be sure it's dry. That may be one of the biggest single problem.
Oh, why can't I hit
You
scatters?
hear people talk about it.
Pretty good at
The brush is
scattering.
not dry. They watch their painting drip right off on the floor. I'm gonna get upset with
Slightly
it.
annoying,
And I
man.
really want this to work for you, and I want you to be happy with it. There we go.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm gonna go after this
Very
one. I
soft
can't
and
take
gentle.
this.
Just so you can
I'll
blend
wet
this
myself with
any
laughter.
degree of softness that you want. Just sort of look at it, make a decision, and go for it.
Go for it.
This is your painting, your world, so you can create any kind of illusion that you want on this piece of canvas.
It's
Take
so
the old
deep.
round brush and go
No, don't counter dragon me.
a little bit of the Van Dyke
I
brown,
didn't kill anyone.
a little dark sienna, and just tap it very firmly. And let's go right up here. Maybe right
God, I
in
can't hit
here,
anything.
way back in the distance, there's a few happy little trees. Just like so.
No, fuzzy,
This one
no.
got a bit scattered. Well, we might do it yet. We might put a happy little cloud in there.
Just a happy little
We'll go ahead and put these in. Just like so. There we go. These will be
For some
far,
reason,
far
I can't
away.
hit anything, so I'm gonna stop playing Hanzo.
Okay. Tell you what, let's put a little cloud in there. Just want to show you how to do that. We'll use the fan brush today. Go right into the titanium white, pull it through, load a lot of paint into the bristles. A lot of paint. Let's put there. Maybe right in here lives a happy little cloud. I use just the corner of the brush.
I'm over here. Oh no, I messed it up. They're still trying to hit me.
Greetings, sniper. Be wary.
60 seconds remaining.
Please move. Please move before I kill you. Oh my god. You have 3 stars! I'm on 5 HP.
I am healed.
Yoink.
Arigato.
Lol. Accidentally right click, by the way.
30 seconds remaining.
This guy, man. Yugawa. Wow. Ow, wow, 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 wow.
We don't want to get along. Let's give him a friend.
Damn you!
His friend goes,
No.
where are we going down here? We really don't have to worry about down here yet. A little bit later, we'll begin to worry about such things. But right now, all we're doing is
I
applying
didn't do
some
anything.
Very basic.
Why do I
little
keep
shapes.
getting this? Okay, maybe I did. Oh, this is just
Want
sad.
that pinkish glow to be really shining through the trees. Look at that. Maybe there's a nice tree that lives there. Think about the shape of a tree. Just think about it. Make up little stories about trees.
Pooey Gengu.
There's one that's a little taller.
Alright, poor Gengu.
Mm.
I can't
You
take
get
this. I
carried
need,
away
I
with
need
it.
to stop.
I like to do trees. You know, we travel all over the country doing demonstrations for PBS stations and other fantastic groups all over the country. And it's unreal some of the fantastic new modern equipment they... It was probably about, oh, I don't know, 150, 200 people had showed up. And they gave me a...
Oh my god, that was legendary. Daddy and Bob Ross. Oh, that made me happy. I guess it's time to go.